Alright, what's up, guys? Sorry I hadn't posted anything in a while. This is kind of more or less an update video just to let you guys know I'm still alive, anybody that is following along. Holidays were pretty crazy for me. I get really, really busy at work during the holidays. It's like the Olympics for us. Man, it's just, I'm a butcher by trade, as I've mentioned before, and that's just our busiest time of year. And then, you got Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and just getting everything ready for, Christmas at work and, family time. And I actually host Christmas here. I do all the cooking. I did the giveaway. If any of y'all watched that, that was actually really cool. Man, it was just like a blessing to be able to do that. And just, I know it wasn't like a 40, 90, $2,000 PC, I'm just getting started out. I'm a small YouTuber. I don't have any sponsors or brand deals or anything like that. So everything comes out of my pocket, and I work 6 days a week. And yeah, it sucks not having that much free time to be able to do more of this kind of stuff and getting to play with new hardware and stuff like that. But it also does allow me to have a little extra spending money to be able to do that kind of stuff and to fund what more or less is a hobby. Because, let's be real, I don't make a ton of money, selling PCs and getting to, do the whole YouTube thing. Still kind of finding my footing, if you will. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, like what's been going on. I got a few packages to unbox. One big one for the end, so stay tuned towards the end because it's going to be the grand finale reveal of an additional part for my personal rig. We're getting closer and closer. And the 50 series cards have been released. I don't really feel like it's necessary for me to do tech news and updates and stuff. There's just so many great tech creators in the space that cover that. If you're subscribed to multiple tech YouTubers, then it's kind of like they're beating a dead horse. Everybody's covering the same stuff, which I get it. That's their job. That's, why would they not be covering what's happening right now in the tech world? But you got the 50 series cards being released, CES, the new AMD CPUs, the new AMD graphics cards, AMD copying NVIDIA's naming scheme. It's just AI, 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 more AI, a little bit more AI, beating a dead horse, AI, AI, AI. I don't know about you guys, but I'm honestly pretty sick of hearing about AI, and I don't know exactly how much it's really going to benefit us as gamers. But, it's still cool to stay on the up and up. But, yeah, like I said, I've got a few packages. Let you guys know I've still been copping deals and ordering stuff here and there. I was trying to get everybody's Christmas presents taken care of, so money's been a little tight. But honestly, I think I'm gonna buy a 50 series card. I've never ever been up to date current. My whole life, I've always purposely most of the time in my adult life. When I was a kid, we didn't have much, so we didn't have the newest, latest, and greatest stuff. But even in my adult life, when I did work and have my own money, I always stayed a generation behind just because stuff was cheaper doing that, But I think for the first time in my life, I'm actually going to go ahead and bite the bullet and spend the crazy money and get a 50 series card. I don't see why I wouldn't, other than it is a lot of money, but I'm building a new rig. I might as well get the newest stuff, that I can, with the exception of the Intel CPUs. I'm staying away from that stuff. I'm going to go with 12th gen, like I've already revealed. I've got the 12th gen i9. I've got my motherboard, which is, I want the Strix ROG. I've got a ton of SSDs. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to go with. I have 4 slots in my motherboard, and with me doing YouTube and stuff now, I'm going to try to, occupy all 4 of those slots so that I have plenty of space for videos and editing if I ever, take the time to learn that. Sorry, I kind of, I'm sure you've noticed by now, my style of YouTubing is unscripted, unedited. I'm not really, I have no background in being like actual technician or went to school for computer science or anything like that. Just kind of learning as I go and documenting that, and just more of an enthusiast and hobbyist, if you will. But, I have a fun time doing it. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't know everything. Like, I do, like, obsess over staying up to date and learning as much as I possibly can and absorbing as much content as I possibly can to do so. Honestly, that's, I haven't posted in a while. That's probably kind of a partial reason, other than just being busy. Even when I got unbusy and was able to, the last 2 weeks, again, I only get 1 day off a week. The last 2 weeks worth of 1 day off, I've pretty much just been obsessing with YouTube and just watching way too much YouTube content, like probably unhealthy manner of, like, as you can see, I've got YouTube going now. Go ahead and close that. Where I was checking out the 50 series and exactly when they're going to launch. Looks like January 30th is when the Founders cards are going to be released. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend the money and get a 5090. That's where I was going before I got off track there. Again, unscripted videos. Probably should get a little bit more organized. Another deal is the space I'm working with, guys, is very small. I mean, my office slash studio slash my daughter's room, when I have her, I only get her like 1 day a week. And this is kind of our gaming computer room slash, it was a storage room for the longest time. I used to game on the kitchen table until the wife finally kicked me out of the kitchen and wanted her kitchen table back. And like, I'm just doing the best I can with the space I have and trying to stay organized and at the same time. And I think I do a pretty good job of that. It's kind of a organized mess, if you will. But yeah, eventually, like, I was looking at storage buildings because I'm starting to get kind of crazy. Like, the small stuff, the RAM and SSDs and stuff like that, not a big deal, easy to store. But like, as you guys can probably see in my rack there, it's getting pretty full. I'm gonna need a bigger rack soon. The cases are what take up the most space. Like, once you start getting a few cases, like, man, it starts getting out of hand. Like, I've got stuff piled everywhere in here, and still trying to have space for, like, my daughter's gaming setup and her bed in here. I'm eventually, like I looked at storage buildings. I actually have storage building units right down the road that would have been ideal. I mean, it's like on my way home. It's literally like 2 miles from here. Pretty reasonably priced, but the more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, I have land. It would just be throwing money away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me a building. I'm just gonna buy my own building to own where I'm not throwing money away, and kind of turn it into my little tech workshop. That way I can, kind of give her space back. And I'm on the fence, like trying to build my personal rig, trying to keep the flips going at the same time and the YouTube thing. But I'm on the fence as what I want to do with my desk. This is not a permanent situation. Like, I haven't cable managed anything because for like a year now I've been meaning to build a new desk. When I say build, I mean, I know it's kind of overdone, but I want to go with the mainstream Alex drawers and butcher block, IKEA butcher block, Carl B, whatever. I just really like that desk. I know everybody does it and it's overdone, but I don't care. I really like the aesthetics of it. and the functionality of it. The Alex drawers are great. I already have one. I got on Facebook Marketplace for $50. I had no idea how good of a deal I was getting when I got it, and how hard it is to find black Alex drawers. All you can find on Amazon is white. I have no idea why you can't just select black as an option. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and that'll give me more space. I'd like to go with the 8-foot butcher block. That way I can try to make half of it my actual setup and the other half like a workbench. So I can, work in the house and not have to go to the kitchen. And every time I have a project going, like, I can occupy the kitchen table for a few days at most, but I can't just leave my stuff sprawled out everywhere, without the wife getting on my case. And I'd like to have a nice workbench set up where I can leave everything lie when I'm done working and not have to, put everything up when I'm not really finished and then drag it back out. And it really messes with my workflow. And especially, like I said, I'm learning as I'm going. I never claimed to be a guru or anything. So it would help to actually have a dedicated workbench to be able to leave stuff out and work on it as I please and not have to feel rushed or that I'm in the way with my stuff. But anyway, that's just kind of an update on what's been going on, why I kind of prolonged making a video because I've been trying to get, we had all the Christmas bags and wrapping paper and gear and, presents and stuff just kind of everywhere, just trying to get the house back to normal flow and organized, as well as this room and all the crazy stuff I have. The stuff's been building up, but I did get a few packages I want to show you guys. I've still been scoring deals. I hadn't been sleeping on, just being too lazy. First, I'm going to start out with my battle with SmallRig. I say battle. I got the SmallRig all-in-one creator bundle with the tripod, the camera light, the microphone, and then the frame that houses your phone. And man, I love it. Everything is super high quality, it seemed. The build quality is great. It was reasonable price. But my mic did not work when I got it. From day one, it was crackling, popping. If it even recorded any audio, which is really annoying when you record the same video 6 times. And you get tired of repeating yourself. Well, I reached out to SmallRig, and they wanted proof. They wanted a video. I sent a video, proving that it, didn't work. It was very faint. It was making the same crackling, popping noises. And we kind of went back and forth, like they were saying I needed to change my settings on my phone from mono to stereo or vice versa. And just didn't really want to accept fault for it. But eventually they, I told them, like, look, I'm moving on. I'm just going to buy a different microphone. And that's when they kind of flipped the script and was like, you know what, we're going to send you a new mic. Just be patient. It'll be there, within however long. They actually didn't give me a time frame. Well, almost 2 months went by. Excuse me. And still no mic. And I just kind of gave up, and I bought the Hollyland mic, which I'm using now, which is great. I love it. The mic I was trying to replace from SmallRig was a shotgun mic. I needed a lavalier style mic anyway for, when I'm moving around, especially I have a butcher channel where I do, meat cutting and cooking and barbecuing and stuff. So I needed a lavalier mic anyway so I could freely move around and you guys could still hear me. Well, I had already bought the Hollyland mic and just charged it to the game like I was never going to get the SmallRig mic. And then lo and behold, they, 2 months later, they sent, actually it's not even the same mic. It looks like they upgraded me a little because it has like the little wired lavalier, however you say it, mic. But yeah, shout out to SmallRig for actually coming through. And they responded to my messages within, due time. Like they were quick to respond. They were super nice. Other than not believing me, it seemed, which I'm sure they get a lot of riffraff. And like I said, I never knocked them. I said I could have just got a defective mic. You know, it could have happened to any company. I wasn't, you know, dogging them or saying, oh, don't use this company. But that is cool. They did finally follow through. Let's see if I get a box cutter here. They did follow through, and they actually sent me a mic. I haven't tried it out yet. Haven't opened it. But that was the wife asking what's for dinner tonight. Yeah, we'll check this out real quick. If I can get into it. Just kind of quick unboxing, check this out. Got some weight to it. Like I said, all their build quality on stuff, like the frame and the tripod and everything, it's like really heavy. It's actually like, you know, nice aluminum metal, like heavy duty. They didn't skimp on the build quality. They make nice stuff. Like I said, I never dogged the company as a whole. I just, like I said, I could have got a defective mic, you know. Hopefully we have better luck with this one, because I would still like to have a good shotgun mic as well. It came with a really nice carrying case, and looks like they did the same thing here. Nice little Crown Royal style satchel thing to put it in. It's like nice material, kind of velvety. It's actually pretty cool. And then you got your little instruction pamphlet. Looks like maybe we got some stickers. Oh, nice, we did. We got stickers. This is a big deal to me. I love whenever companies like send stickers. That's a big one up for me. Like, those are actually some pretty dope stickers too. You know, it's the small stuff. Like, wow, I wonder if that always comes with it or if they threw that in. Those are some really dope stickers though. I actually collect stickers. I've got a nice collection going because I don't yet know exactly what I want to put them on, but whenever I decide to sticker bomb something, I got a nice collection going. Asus, or Asus, however you want to pronounce it, they're also really good about sending stickers with all their stuff. But yeah, got the dead cat on there. A traditional shotgun mic that mounts to my frame of my all-in-one. So hopefully this one works. This actually, like I said, they did upgrade me. You got the normal foam cover besides the dead cat. You guys bear with me. Axel's scratching on the door. He wants back in. I'm gonna go run and let him in real quick. Yeah, got the little clip-on mic. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. They did upgrade me, so big shout out to them for that. I'm gonna set this aside for now so you guys don't have to wait on me. See, the good thing with the new Hollyland mic is while I'm going to let Axel in, I can still talk to you guys. You guys can still hear me. But yeah, I got a tripod, kind of stepping my little production value up. Got a new tripod, like a taller one. The small rig one I have is not really made like to extend or anything. It's just like a tabletop tripod. But I got another tripod for further away shots where it actually extends like 55 inches or whatever. And then I've got some decent mics now, so got Axel Raxel wanting to be in the video. He found out I was filming without him. Get him a treat. All right, moving on. On the Facebook Marketplace deals, I scored a Brand new set of Rip Jaws for 20 bucks. 3600 mega transfers. It's a 16 gigabyte kit, two 8 gig sticks. I actually have this kit already that I got for, I actually got it in a bundle deal, so I'd say I pretty much paid about the same price. So now I'll be able to make a 32 gig system with it and occupy all 4 DIMM slots. Whenever I do another build, decide to use those. So that was a pretty good deal. I know DDR4's kind of come down now that DDR5 is out. It's like you can find pretty good 16 gig kits for 30 bucks easily now, brand new. So it's not a super awesome deal, but still 20 bucks. Like I said, I already had the same kit, so now I have 4 matching sticks that hopefully work well together, because I actually heard Jay's 2 cents talking about this the other day, that, you know, even if everything matches, it's the same kit, you know, same manufacturer, if the 4 sticks didn't actually come together as a working kit, they may not always play nice together. So hopefully we don't run into any issues with that. But this is actually what was in the last build we sold. Was a 6600, I think it's 210 Swift Speedster Radeon GPU. Pretty decent shape. Still gonna clean it up, but it's actually pretty clean. I got it for 115. Not the greatest deal. The last one I got actually came with the box and was like pretty much brand new. The guy barely used it before he upgraded, and I paid 80 bucks for it. So I got a much better deal on the last one, but either way, 115 bucks. I went ahead and snagged it. The guy wanted 150. I lowballed him a little bit, got him down to 115. Didn't come with a box or anything. Came as is, the way you're seeing it now. But I don't know. I had good luck with it in the last rig I sold, which was probably mainly because it was an all-white rig other than the GPU. White PCs still just sell, man. I had that rig listed for like maybe 2 weeks, and the guy reached out to me, gave me full asking price, didn't even try to talk me down. Went ahead and ordered like 3 or 4 of these. It's just a little graphics card support bracket. Just some stuff like that. Man, I like to keep on hand just to like I already ordered more Wi-Fi and Bluetooth dongles, which sucks because you know, I had bought 3 of them already, but I hadn't used that particular brand yet, which was TP-Link, which is a good, you know, good brand. So that's why I went ahead and ordered 3. I figured they'd be good, and they were. And I got them for 10 bucks on sale. Well, they're now $17.99 again. I wish I would have ordered more, but I didn't want to go crazy until I knew for sure they were, you know, they were good. But yeah, stuff like that. I ordered multiple of the USB 2.0 to Type-C adapter. I've already had to use one of those twice in the last 2 builds where the motherboard didn't have the Type-C support, but the case actually did, because Type-C is, you know, the more becoming way more prevalent and everything's converting to it. So I went ahead and ordered 5 more of those just to have them on hand, because I mean, they're cheap. They're like 10 bucks. So like, why not have them on hand? That way I don't have to stop a build and wait, you know, 3-4 days to a week for it to come in. Stuff like that I'd rather just have on hand, you know. It's so cheap. Why not have, like, you know, a few of them laying around when I need them. But yeah, this thing's magnetic. Nothing really special to it. No RGB or anything like that. It just extends to however you want it. And yeah, it's magnetic, whatever. Nothing really fancy to show off there. But they were like $6, $6.99 or something like that. So I went ahead and got 3 of these. That last build I got, which still hasn't sold, by the way, which is crazy to me because that Tower 300 with the stand, you know, where it lays down on its side, is just so unique, man. I really thought that PC would sell a lot faster. It does have an older i5 in it. It's an i5 8400. I have it listed for $850. You know, hoping somebody would, like, you know, try to talk me down a little bit and go ahead and try to snag it. I actually do have $635 in the system, so if they talk me down to, you know, $750, $735, I'd like to try to make $100 on the build for my time and effort. But if not, whatever. Like, going into it, I've stated several times, I overspent on the case buying it brand new. I just really wanted to build in that case, and I had a great time doing it. And I don't know, if it sells and I get at least my money back, it's still worth it to me, because like I said from the get-go, I really just wanted to build in the case, and it was a dream to build in. It was really fun. I wish it was a more reasonable price where I could build in it, you know, more often. But hey, who knows? I got the Tower 600 now. I might do a bigger build in it. Let's see here what we got next. This is a small item I got for my personal build and whatever other builds I use that are high end. I plan on like overclocking or anything. But it's Cryonaut Extreme Thermal Grizzly Thermal Paste. This is supposed to be like some of the best. Dude, don't get excited. This isn't a treat. It's thermal paste. You can't eat this. Axel's all thinking I got a treat for him because it's kind of the same bag style that his treats come in. Yeah, nothing really to show there anyway. I don't even know why I'm opening this. It's just thermal paste. But it's really high quality thermal paste. I think I paid like 20 bucks for this, but it'll be worth it. I'm going to use it on my personal rig. And then the next couple things I got, actually, like I said, I'm subscribed to a lot of tech YouTubers. You know, I enjoy their content. So the next couple things were actually supporting a couple of those tech YouTubers, whether they need it or not. They got cool merch. I wanted it, so I bought it. We'll just say it's Christmas gifts to myself. This one I'm really excited about. You know, if you watch my videos often or have seen multiple of them, I usually have pretty crazy shirt collection. I like unique shirts, you know. And this one's right up my alley. It's gonna feel weird to wear though if I really do buy that 5090. It's gonna kind of contradict everything. But Danny from Nerd on a Budget, if you guys watch that channel, if not, check him out. He's got really cool content. But yeah, just has his brand on it, Nerd on a Budget. It's got lowest price selected. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. It's right up my alley. I'm a nerd on a budget, always looking for the lowest price, so very fitting. Probably wear that to work tomorrow. And the next one, man, I was just trying to think of something reasonable my wife could get me for Christmas. You know, we didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on each other, mainly just trying to take care of the kids and family and everything. No point in spending $1,000 on each other for Christmas. So I was trying to think of something reasonable she could get me for under $100. And something that, if you do build computers, that you can never have enough of is screwdrivers. And man, I've seen them, I've heard good things, but it's the LTT screwdriver. I haven't actually got to use it yet, but I will say I did open it and check it out. And, you know, it's got really, really good build quality. I'm actually excited to use this. I still love my WoW stick, but I can't express enough how much I hate the way they decided to do the bits on the WoW stick. They come in these stupid little tubes, and they're just not efficient or practical at all. where if you've, I'm sure everybody's seen LTT, but it's a ratcheting screwdriver. If you ever watch pretty much any tech YouTuber, I know Toasty Bros use them a lot. Everybody's got one of these things, and I see why. They're worth the money. I mean, I think it's $79.99 or $69.99. And then I'm not sure about shipping. Like I said, my wife ordered it for me. But yeah, it pulls out where your bits go in there. And it does come with the basic bits you need. You can buy extras, but this is your basics. Like, it comes with everything you pretty much need. I think that's actually more than what can fit in the driver and the little holders. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to use that because, man, you can just tell by opening it and checking it out. It's really high build quality. Like, they didn't make a cheap, gimmicky product. They really set out to build a screwdriver that they themselves would want to use, and they succeeded. It's very nice, everything about it. Hell, even the packaging and everything is pretty nice, I thought. The way they box it, like they definitely took a lot of attention to detail on this. But yeah, excited to use that. We got Linus Sebastian's signature on there. Not his real signature, but you know what I mean. He signed off on it. Now this last item is, like I said, this was the grand finale. This is for my personal rig. And man, I've spent so much time researching and looking at everything, because once I get my desktop build done, man, I expect it to last me at least 5 years. So this is actually going to be the power supply for my personal rig, and it's going to last me 10 years because it's got a 10-year warranty. But I went with the Lee & Lee Edge 1300 watt platinum PSU. It's, as the name suggests, platinum, 80 plus platinum rated. And the cool thing about this, I'll go ahead and unbox it. But yeah, the cool thing about this power supply is it's not your traditional square power supply. It's actually kind of L-shaped, like the box here suggests. Hopefully it's not nearly as big as this box is. But it's kind of, I think they had in mind, it's specifically designed for dual chamber PC cases, where it's not going to be in a basement. It's going to be at the back of the case. Nice little thank you for your purchase card. It's a nice touch. I actually do that with my PCs I sell. I'll put a little handwritten letter in there thanking them for their purchase, you know. Instruction manual. And yeah, it's a power supply. It's normally a power supply is nothing really to show off or rave about, but this one is very unique. So yeah, it's got this nice little lip on it where all your stuff plugs into, rather than your traditional, you know, just square shaped. Thank God it's way smaller than the actual box. Looks like I do have a little dent in the mesh there. I don't know. I think that actually is intentional, the way it's shaped. But yeah, you get all these extra USB headers in here, and motherboard signal. You just plug that into the motherboard, and then you can plug any USB devices you need to plug in. You know, if you're running, you know, most motherboards only have 1 or 2 of them on there that I've built in anyway. This one you have 4 additional ones, and then 1 just going to the motherboard for signal. And it is 3.1 ready, which all that does is give you that, you know, 12 pin or whatever it is for the 40 series graphics cards, where you don't have to use that little splitter adapter that comes with the 40 series, you know, and kind of not necessarily ugly up your build, but it's not ideal where you'll have, you know, two cords splitting off. This one you can just have one clean cord going into your graphics card because it is 3.1 ready. But yeah, I think I paid $229.99. It was on sale a little bit off, but I mean, it's gonna last me for the next 10 years, guys. So I mean, that's yeah, I could have went a cheaper route, and I definitely probably overkill on the wattage, but who knows what the next 10 years is gonna hold. The way, especially just look at the last year, how much innovation we've had. So I figured I'd just go kind of above and beyond and make sure I was covered for sure for like the next years to come. Like 1500 watts I think is the biggest I've even seen, so this is almost like one of the biggest tiers you can get. And then of course we've got our box holding all our cables, which is another reason I went with this one. I mean, not a whole reason why I went with it, but the cables, it's got a nice little bag for them, but the cables are really nice braided cables, so they're not going to be like, you know, I don't necessarily have to get any extensions if I don't want to. These cables look nice on their own. They're all blacked out. You may not be able to look at these today because I don't want this video to drag out any longer than it already has, but I might have to just take my word for it because they tied a pretty good knot in this bag. Man, I don't think they wanted you to get in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a hefty bag of cables, but yeah, they're nice braided cables. So, I mean, there's really no reason to get extensions if you don't want to, because these cables look nice on their own. And then the 3.1, the way you can tell on that if it's the 600 watt for the 3.1 for the 40 series and up graphics cards, they're blue on the pins. So that's pretty cool. I think that's because people were having, you know, user error of them not being plugged in all the way and messing up. Well, that way, if something's not plugged in all the way with those blue pins, you'll be able to tell pretty distinctly. And of course, your power cord. Put that back in the bag. And yeah, some zip ties, your screws. And I'm not really sure why they give you that little bracket deal, but they do. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the holiday season here lately, which, you know, I took care of everybody's Christmas, bought myself a couple Christmas presents, it seems, along the way. But now that we've got everything taken care of, hopefully we can get back to business as usual and get a couple builds done and keep stocking good used deal parts. It's kind of weird, like you get such a nice collection of parts going that whenever you do a build and you kind of take away from the inventory, you kind of like forget you're not just a PC part collector. You're just like kind of sad it's putting a dent in your collection or stash. But that's the whole point of obtaining them, is to use them in builds. And I'm not gonna lie and say it's not like really nice and rewarding feeling to, like, whenever you wake up on your day off and decide you want to build a computer, to have a really nice inventory to choose from whenever you go to make a build. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got today. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know that we're still around, still kicking, still business as usual till Axel by. But anyway, peace.